My name is William Black Davis. I was born on September 12, 1795 in Union Township, Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania. My parents were David Davis and Eleanor Black. I learned the meaning of hard work and earning my bread by the sweat of my brow. I tilled the earth but also became a blacksmith. I grew to about 6 feet in height and became very muscular. I met Rebecca Kears from Philadelphia and we were married in about 1820. Together we had one son, William James Davis, in 1821. He lived less than a year. My wife also passed away in about 1822. When I was 27 years old, I met a lovely young lady by the name of Sarah McKee. We were united in marriage on October 3, 1822. She was born September 22, 1799 in Somerset County, Pennsylvania. Her parents were Joseph McKee and Jane Young. She was a skillful nurse and acquired a wonderful reputation for her help in all kinds of sickness. As time went on, she became known as Grandma Davis or Dr. Davis because of her labor as a nurse and midwife. Sarah and I had 10 children born to us, 7 sons and 3 daughters. 3 of our sons died in infancy. In about 1833, Sarah and I heard the glad message of truth that the gospel of the last dispensation had been restored. We were baptized for the remission of our sins and became members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It was December and exceedingly cold, and the ice on the stream had to be broken in order to perform the baptism. With other saints, we gathered to Kirtland, Ohio, where I labored as a blacksmith to help build up Zion. Many times I was asked to give up the religion and enjoy peace and prosperity and be free of the persecution. That persecution continued as we were driven out of homes in Missouri and Illinois. After leaving Nauvoo and crossing Iowa, I found a place to settle which was located on Indian Creek about 3 miles north of Canesville. It was then called Davis Camp. Davis Camp was the site of manufacturing wagons to go west. John Murray, a resident, placed an ad in the Frontier Guardian newspaper on December 11, 1850. Davis Camp specialized in a copy of the Murphy wagon produced originally in Chicago. Although it was small, it was capable of crossing rivers, creeks, and the Rocky Mountains. Davis Camp was more than a wholesale manufacturing site. It was a stagecoach stop on the first United States mail and passenger route between Des Moines and Council Bluffs. We established a cemetery at the top of the hill. We had 2 adopted daughters die and were buried here. I took our family west in 1848, joining the Brigham Young Company. Our family was under the leadership of Lorenzo Snow. I was among the first in the Great Salt Lake Valley to redeem the wilderness and make it habitable. I followed President Young's admonition to extend the colonies and to take up land. In 1849, I moved north, coming as far as what is now known as Brigham City. In April of 1852, I was set apart and ordained to the Bishop of the Box Elder Ward of the Weber Stake of Zion. I was kept very busy as a blacksmith. My services were in constant demand. From early morning until late at night, you could hear the music of my anvil. I also had to farm the land. My anvil is now housed in the Church History Museum. Eventually the heat of the fire and the glow of the metal affected my eyes and I lost my sight. I continued my service to the Lord as a patriarch. We built a house on South Main Street and lived there until I passed away on November 22, 1883. Sarah lived until February 20, 1888. We are both buried in the Brigham City Cemetery. This is my sojourn in the wilderness story and a brief history of Davis Camp, Iowa.